Hi Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Before we get started, the message that came through that I need to deliver before we pull any cards was that we just had a very powerful shift occur with this new moon in Taurus. So I want to ask you all, did you feel that energetic shift? I know I sure did. The question that was presented to me was, if you didn't feel it, are you living under a rock? That might be the case. So it was pretty powerful. I know that I have just been feeling so energetic and have been putting out a ton of videos both on this channel and my other channel. If you haven't found that one yet, it is listed under Visionary Holistic Solutions. And I just did some guided meditation, some art therapy. There's also some chakra videos that you can check out. So I don't know what it is about this energetic shift, but I am here for it. I am so happy to have so much energy to be putting into the things that I love doing. And I'm happy to be here with all of you. So thank you again so much for continuing to show up. I do truly appreciate it. I love coming here and doing these videos for you all. So thank you. Let's jump right in. So I'm going to start with the Sacred Power Oracle. And this is one where not only the message on the card makes a big difference, but the visuals. Okay, so we're all very visual people. Whatever cards we draw, we're going to stare at them for a little bit and see what we can come up with. It's kind of like Where's Waldo or the Magic Eye. Like, just look at it. See where it resonates in your soul. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective today, please? Thank you. All right, we have Divas or Divas. Very beautiful imagery here. A lot of blues and purples. This is giving me third eye. It's also giving me crown and throat a little bit. So we'll see where that takes us. It's also giving me crystal energy, light being energy. We'll read on that a little bit. Okay, it's a good place to start. Let's see, what else do we have? Thank you. We have Divine Consciousness. Again, talking about powerful shifts. This literally to me looks like the hand of divine coming down and offering us something. I'm getting energetically, it is being offered to us. Have you noticed any upgrades in your abilities? Have you noticed yourself, again, maybe your third eye is opening more. Maybe you're seeing things, you're feeling things differently. Very powerful shift. So whatever that looks like for each one of you, pay attention to it. It is valid. It is real. It is within you. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay. We're not going to take all of those. We'll just keep going. I also just heard the lyrics, whatever will be, will be. So we have freedom. I love that. So this is yin-yang energy. This is a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy. This is moving forward and moving forward with a balanced mindset, balancing heart and mind, balancing masculine and feminine, light and dark, whatever aspects of you that you see as being opposite are moving forward now in conjunction with each other instead of fighting each other. So again, maybe in the past you were too much in your head, you weren't in your heart space, and you found that you weren't getting what you wanted out of life. Now your head and your heart are like shaking hands and saying, guess what? We're going to do this together. Could be also integrating your shadow self in with your light self. At the bottom of the deck here, we have lightning. Beautiful energy there. Something is truly being activated within the collective right now. This imagery is just so beautiful to me. It feels like electricity in the air here, okay? That's what I am picking up on with the majority of what's out. There is so much electricity going through all of what's happening right now. So the message I'm getting with that is that whatever we are choosing to pour our energy into at this time is being electrified. Okay? So it's getting like some kind of extra oomph, like an extra bump of energy that you didn't have available before. So if you had been pursuing something and you were unclear as to why it was not progressing or whether it even would progress, you're getting a message here today from Spirit saying, now is the time. We're giving you this little extra bit to help you through this and to keep you going. All right. This is beautiful because some of us have been downtrodden. Some of us have maybe just come out of what I say to be like a hibernation mode, like a hermit mode. Maybe you have felt like you have wanted to seclude yourself from literally everyone and everything out there because you have just been experiencing one thing after the other that felt like it was not for you. You did not want to keep going out there and putting yourself on the line and getting hurt in return. There's other things that came up, laughter maybe even, snickering, gossip. There's all kinds of things that came up for me with that, of reasons why we would just want to go and hide, right? But Spirit's calling you now to come back out and to show this new version of yourself because it is electrifying. It is magnetic. You are magnanimous. It is such an amazing thing. It's like an amazing sight. All right, let's read on this first one here. This is about mastering your own energy and taking appropriate action. So it is asking you to connect to the crystal kingdom. Clear quartz is a master healing crystal. It has the potential to work on any condition or illness known as the stone of power. It amplifies the energy and intentions around it. This crystal diva supports daily affirmations and mantras with positive energy. And it says, right now you are being guided to connect to all divas of the earth realms. Take a gentle walk through bushland or gardens. Visit ponds, lakes, or streams. Spend time connecting to the breath of nature. Communicating with divas in this way supports a positive lifestyle. Planting and nurturing your own garden in pots or in soil creates a happy space for divas to play in. Creating a happy relationship with the divas encourages them to work in your favor when you request their assistance. All right. Your prayer for this card is, to the 7 great rishis, I ask you to liberate my soul's consciousness so I can live a life of peace, love, and happiness. Thank you. All right. Beautiful stuff there. Let's get some tarot on this pile. Tell me more about this crystal connection. So some of you might be called to work with particular crystals at this time. It did very specifically refer to clear quartz, okay? So that's this one here. It just looks like quartz that's clear. I also have a smoky quartz here somewhere. Okay, there's a couple. Here's one. That's a smoky quartz. This repels negative energy. I almost feel like they work well in opposites. So the clear quartz is good at amplifying other energies and clearing energies, whereas the smoky quartz is better at repelling negative energy. So you might be called to put it somewhere, wear it, whatever you need to do. You put it in your pocket, put it in your purse, whatever you carry around with you. I know I keep it in my spare bedroom so that when guests come over, it's like, keep that stuff away. All right, we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So this is like a renewal in love. This does not have to be external love. It could be self-love, but we do have here the yin yang, so it could very well be external love. But it feels like, again, this gift from the divine that's being bestowed upon you. Maybe because you were in that hibernation mode or that hermit mode, you felt depleted and like that you needed to totally restore your energy. not only has it been restored, but it's been amplified. And I love that. That's beautiful. All right, we have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then at the bottom is Temperance. So, in our hibernation, we may have got bored with something. There might have been something in our lives that we were trying to go through this and understand something, acquire something, be something, do something, but we kind of got stuck in the process of doing it. And maybe it's because there was something that we were supposed to have let go of and we couldn't. We were just grabbing on too tight. Like, this is a guy in a bunker in an apocalypse situation, and he's got all his goodies there on the shelf ready for something terrible to happen. And all these people are at the window here knocking, like, can I come in? And he's got his fingers to his ears like, nope, I did this for me. This is my time alone. So you may have been bombarded by people in your life, and you were very strongly drawn to seclude yourself from them. Okay, whether they're takers, let's just say you were a very giving individual and they knew that about you and they wanted to take. Maybe it was your time they wanted to take. It doesn't matter if they wanted to take something from you, whether it was money or your stuff or your energy. Maybe it was just your time, which your energy is your time. Something in you knew that it had left you depleted and that you couldn't do it anymore. You had to say, yeah, I need my me time. I need my self-care time. I need to go seclude myself for a little while and let my cup be refilled. Okay, so you refilled it yourself. You also got the assistance of spirit. And in doing that, something magical occurred, right? In your abilities to refill your own cup and blocking out that which did not need to take from you any longer, you learned the value of how much your own energy is worth. It's a beautiful place to be because in doing that, we learn patience. We learn that there are definitely, I'm getting like the word bloodsuckers out there, energy vampires, right? They show up at your door and they're like, hey, got any of that good stuff? They're like scratching, like crack people. Anyways, they're like, you had some good energy and I want more. But in realizing your own value of yourself, you realize who is willing to show up and be in your life and reciprocate your beautiful energy, or who just wants to take from you. Okay? Now, this might also be other people hanging on too tight to you. You're like, hey, leeches, I really just gotta and let you go because I need my energy for myself. I cannot continue to leave myself depleted all the time. I have to do this for me, right? And some people may not understand that. Some people might get offended. They might, be outright rageful towards you. I mean, there's so many reactions that could come up from this. But you knew deep down that this was what you needed to do. And congratulations for doing it because guess what? It's gotten you to this beautiful place, right? So let's read on the next card, which is Divine Consciousness. So with Divine Consciousness, this is divine awakening and opening your mind to new possibilities. It's also the number 11. We can open ourselves to deep thought and meaning that cannot be described in normal language. It is felt and expressed with the heart and higher self. Peace, bliss, divine power, and unlimited expansion awaits you when you consciously connect at this level. Between soul and spirit, it is possible to connect our inner being to divine consciousness. Divine consciousness enables us to open our mind to different states of reality and communication. Right now, you are experiencing an awakening. Congratulations. You are raising your consciousness and are energetically shifting. Your divine blueprint has been activated into a new state of awareness. You may feel oversensitive, but it will soon pass as you adjust to this new vibration. You are now connected to the healing energy of the divine. Miracles can occur now if you keep a positive mindset. Archangel Gabriel supervises these transitions as you become connected in mind, body, and spirit. Being connected to the divine consciousness allows you, with your divine purpose, grows and expands your spirit, encouraging you to remember who you were before you came into being. You are encouraged to meditate to remove yourself from earthly dramas, gossip, and physical issues. Be gentle with yourself. Eat nutritious food, drink enough water, and get plenty of rest. By connecting to a state of consciousness higher than your mind's physical awareness, we eliminate impurities and toxicity within the body. Spirit, higher thought forms, angelic connections, and animal messages will come clearly now. Keep a journal for the next 21 days to record the thoughts, feelings, and messages, meditation, and dream states that may arise to appear to you throughout the day as your body adjusts to these new energies. The prayer for this is, I am at one with divine energy. I allow divinity to flow through me and align my unique vibration to the highest form of universal love. Wow. So, very much ties all of this together. I told you I felt a very powerful, energetic shift, and this is that. If you haven't felt it, again, I'm going to ask you, have you been living under a rock? That is the question that Spirit has been presenting to you. It's almost as though you went into this bunker and you stayed there. You've got to come out to experience this energetic shift because it's here. It's very much alive and present, okay? So don't hide forever. That's the message that's coming through here. All right, let's get some tarot on this middle pile here for divine consciousness. Tell me more about this, please. Thank you. The Five of Cups. All right, so it did mention leaving some stuff behind. And you're being called to let go of the grasp that you're holding on to some of the things that you're afraid to release. They are for your highest good to let them go. It may feel sad in the moment. In fact, I will just throw this out there, okay? In my hermiting mode, I found myself on a couple of occasions, for no apparent reason, crying. And I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. But what I will say is that it came with this feeling of great bliss. It was not a sad tear. And that's what's funny is, here it's somebody mourning somebody who's passed, right? But there he is right behind the tree. He's like, dude, I'm here. You don't got to cry. I'm still here. Okay? The crying came from this feeling of, you did have to let go of something. You were holding on too tight to it, but it wasn't serving you. Now that you've let go of it, greater things can come and replace that. And so the tears that were showing up were almost like, they're like happy tears. Like, I'm so excited for what's about to show up that I'm crying over that. Like, if that makes sense to anybody. Does anybody else happy cry? Because they were not by any means tears of sadness. It was like a beautiful feeling of what's coming in. I was given like a preview of it. And it felt so amazingly beautiful. All right, we also have the Chariot and the King of Wands. I love it. The Chariot mimics this Freedom card. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. King of Wands is here to say that, again, another masculine energy. I look at this not only as an external energy, but an internal energy. So if you are a feminine watching and you don't resonate with the masculine energy, these could be two potential masculines in your energy. However, I also read them as your ability to do something, okay? So here it was the ability to overcome something and realize your worth and your value. You've mastered that. Here it is about moving forward passionately towards something, standing in your energy and doing it unapologetically. It's beautiful, and it has a lot to do with seeing that vision of what it is you desire and calling it in and knowing that it's on its way. And not only that, but with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like not only are you just trusting this divine energy that's coming in, but you're like, you know what? I've done my time over here with the sadness, with the dealing with these types of people. When is the tide going to shift? When is this wheel going to turn, right? So you're visualizing it now, and guess what? It's here. And that's what's so beautiful about this energy, because it literally feels like you envisioned it. You maybe cried over the lost things or even had the happy tears about what's new that's coming in. And now it's here. Okay? And the thought of you having that feeling of it finally showing up is what is going to bring you these happy tears, right? It's like winning the lottery. It's like, oh my God, I never thought I would win. Whatever it is that you're visualizing, that you're working towards, that you're being given, it's being energized. It's being propelled forward. Spirit is in your corner saying, I got you. Let's go do this together. I'm giving you this little boost, this oomph to keep going, because I know that you've been through a lot. Oof, it's great. It's beautiful. So let's read about this freedom card. It says, free your spirit and take control of your life now. Wild and free, the horses choose to run in any direction at its own pace. Understand that everything in your life right now is completely within your power to change. Once you cooperate with your soul's request to be free from emotional or physical ties, you become limitless and can run free again. The arrival of the horses brings news of personal journeys and new directions. The white horse brings truth, honor, and integrity, and the dark horse brings the shadow of mystery, pride, and illusions. Bringing both together to create a yin-yang balance allows you to understand what is preventing your freedom. Follow through with your agreements before you make any new commitments. You may feel that you are not in control of your life right now. In fact, you are. You can decide at this moment how to react to the circumstances within your environment. Observe your surroundings and discover what your soul really wants. You already have the power and freedom to choose within you. The question is, what direction do you wish to run? Honor your free will by choosing to acknowledge your desire for a break and a change, even if it is only temporary. Right now, your soul desires freedom. By removing restrictions, you can move in any direction. Feeling trapped or burdened by family affairs, responsibility, finance, relationships, and/or career choices can sometimes make us feel suffocated. Your soul is trying to release you from commitments as you yearn for the freedom to make your own choices. Breaking away from old attachments and responsibilities, your soul is asking you to be playful and to have some fun. The horse asks you to simplify your life and expand your knowledge. Seek more information before you make future decisions. It is essential through this growth period that you find the freedom that you need to allow yourself to flourish. You have the power to change the direction of your life. The prayer or affirmation for this is, I am moving forward in the direction I choose, bringing me closer to achieving my goals and my divine life purpose. Wow. So these two, again, very much mimic each other, because the Chariot card in the traditional tarot has 2 horses and a chariot, and it is about learning how to master letting the 2 horses go forward together in unison, in balance. Okay, so in this card they did reference your light being self versus like your shadow self, but again, it's yin yang, it's masculine feminine, it's head and heart, it's whatever you consider to be opposites within you. We're using them and having them work together to go towards some purpose. All right, let's get some tarot for this last pile over here. Tell me more about this freedom, this yin yang energy. Thank you. 9 of Swords. Okay. Very interesting. The 10 of Cups. Wow. Talk about conflicting energy. That feels definitely like the fight between the head and the heart. So this is definitely you being in your head, and this is definitely you wanting this happiness. It's such a funny dynamic. And the 4 of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. So 9 of Swords is definitely about you being in your head about something. And it might even be giving you anxiety, nightmares. There's so many things that this could be giving you, but it's kind of like a trap of the mind, okay? That's what it's giving me here. There is something within all of us that wants this happy ending, that just wants this ultimate fulfillment of how they want things to be. And what I'm getting is that with the Judgment card being here, some of us are actually afraid to cut some people off in our lives. Like they're afraid of the consequences. And the interesting thing that it's giving me about that is that it's all in your head. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, it might be empty threats is what I'm getting. So maybe some of these people have been like, don't you dare stop talking to me. You will regret it. You know, something like that. Or you don't want to see what happens if you ever stop talking to me. You know, I'm just throwing some things out there. I don't know if this is what's actually going on in your life. But I'm getting that if you don't take the step to do this yourself, it's going to happen anyways. So you might start to see some of these bloodsuckers, the leeches, the energy vampires just naturally fall out of your life. And secretly, some of you are like, God, thank God that happened that way, because I was dreading having to tell them that I can't talk to them anymore. Like there's some sort of fear that's rising up from having to do that. Okay. And the flip side of this that I'm getting with this freedom card is maybe some of you have expressed to some of these people, and I'm getting that some of them might be family members, right? That you've expressed that I want this ultimate happiness, and I'm going to start working on moving towards that. And some of them have the fear mentality that's holding you back. That's like, guess what? You can't do that. I wasn't able to do that. Your family lineage wasn't able to do that. So therefore, you can't do that. I don't know what it is that's got you all up in your head here about it, but it's either the dreading of cutting someone off or the dreading of the consequences or the fear that they are instilling into you about being able to be truly happy. Okay, so where your judgment is going to come in this situation is to figure out how to cut these people off, how to pursue your own happiness, and to get out of your head about it, right? Sometimes having courage is pushing through that fear, that anxiety of having to deal with some of these situations. It can be really tough, but it's something that we need to do if this is what we want. So I'm going to look at this image up close because I kind of love that this particular deck. It is a zombie deck, but So there's like this burning city here in the background. And then here you are with your happy family on the beach, like palms and sunshine and beachy waves. It's funny to me because this is what you want. You're trying to get away from this dumpster fire. You're like, this dumpster fire, I'm done with it. I don't want it anymore. It's not part of my life. I don't want to be there anymore. I need to escape. I need to find this happy place, right? It's like Happy Gilmore, find your happy place. So this is where you are aiming to go. You see yourself happy in whatever this environment is to you. And you're ready to just close out and shut out whatever that background stuff is. But I'm getting that it's going to be a hard transition for some of you because of this fear and worry and anxiety that might be tied to it. The Four of Cups is an interesting card to be out here too, because some of you are wanting this transition because you're bored. You are bored of the way things have been before. You want something different. You want excitement. You want passion. You're ready to cry happy tears and move towards the thing that you truly want. Right? I'm tired of crying these sad tears that come from the pain of worry, anxiety, fear. I want to cry happy tears for once. That's literally what I'm hearing from all of you. Like, when is it my turn? So, Spirit is here, trying to help you through this time and trying to fill your cup back up, right? Knowing that it's been emptied over and over again by these people. But you also have to use your judgment to cut these people off so that you can move forward and have this for yourself. Only you can say you want it and move towards it and have it and get it. Take it, right? New moon in Taurus. Take the bull by the horns. It's yours for the taking. Okay. I am going to go into the Gateway of Light activation, and we're just going to get one card to tie this all up, just an oracle card. Give me one oracle card to tie this all up in a nice little bow for the collective. There we go, that one. We have Thoth Light Codes. And it says, Light Initiation, Great Teacher Awakening, and Divine Magic. I love it. All right, let's read about that one. Okay. So Thoth, also known as Tahuti, is an ancient Egyptian ibis-headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing, he is considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphics and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said that he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've lived. Thoth's primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascended Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back. And he helps awaken the teacher within. You are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. So a lot of things came up while I was reading that. Okay, we're getting rid of old stories, old timelines, old ways of thinking, right? That's these blood-sucking leeches that are going. We can't hold on to them. They can't hold on to us. We gotta let it go. And we're releasing fears, worry, anxiety. We're also integrating our shadow elements, right? We can't move forward with the Chariot without facing and integrating our shadow elements. It is the way it is. We cannot have all of this without doing that aspect as well. I will say too, on the bottom of the deck, we have Crystal Skull Wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. So over here, let me reach for it. On my table, I do have a clear quartz crystal skull. So I'm not going to read on this card, but if you are drawn to crystal skulls, and again, in particular, here we named clear quartz, there might be a reason for that. Maybe you might find some sort of clarity or something that you need in finding and holding and harnessing the power of the quartz, the skull quartz. And again, they come in many forms. So I'm going to put this here. I also here have a dragon's blood one that I keep. Okay. Now this is to connect your root chakra and your heart chakra because it's green and red. But it's beautiful energy there. And then I also have a black obsidian, which is protection. I have always been drawn to skulls. I don't know why. Just part of me. So if you find some connection to crystal skulls, maybe you might want to go out and find some at a crystal shop or wherever you find, crystals. I have found these in various places. So something is calling you to look deeper within and to try to connect with your shadow elements and to integrate them into your light being elements, because that is where the divine magic occurs. All right. So let's close this reading out with some messages from Spirit. What advice do we have? Thank you. Don't place limits on yourself. You are an infinite being with unlimited potential. You can have and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. All right. So those are for those of you who have this anxiety and fear and worry about disconnecting from certain individuals. And I'm getting more that it's from empty promises, okay? So some of these people may have literally threatened you if you ever were to disconnect from them. But it's really just a power and control tactic, okay? Don't be afraid in letting go of something that doesn't serve you at all. It's literally some thing that was put in place for you to stay and to make you feel that you needed to stay for whatever reason. That's how narcissists work. They lead you to believe that you must be there for some reason, and that if you are to ever leave, who knows what they've threatened. I'm not going to get into all the things. I've heard them all, I feel like. But don't let that keep you from finding your happy place, right? Okay. Resilience is one of the strongest qualities you have. It has gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner power of strength. Anytime that you need it, you've got this. You've got this. Don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. So this right here is about your shadow elements, okay? When they come up, feel them through and let them pass. And then bid them adieu, Say, thank you for sitting with me for that moment. So if you're bringing up these tears of sadness, let it pass. Sit with it for however long it needs to sit there, and then let it pass. I send you off with love. Thank you for getting me through whatever it was I needed you to be present for when you were here. But I no longer need that, and I don't want it to feel like a monkey on my back anymore. Let go of the old and make way for the new. Being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. Okay. So again, feeling them, letting them go. Don't get distracted by them. Don't live in that energy, right? So if fear, worry, anxiety are coming up for you, that's okay. Live it, feel it, and let it go. It's not something that you want to stay stuck and stagnant in forever. Some of these people, though, might have you believe that that's like the way it is. And that's just kind of old patterning that you're releasing. Sometimes walking away is the only option. Not because you want to make someone miss you or realize that they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know that you deserve better. I want to clap and cheer right now so much. This right here was something that so many of you needed to hear. Sometimes staying in terrible situations is a worthiness thing, and we're working on our self-worth and our value, right? We know what our worth is. But some of these other people are going to try to impose differently on you. Like, here's what I'm getting. You have a price tag on you. Let's just say you think you're worth $1 million. They're going to try to get like one of those sales sticker guns and be like, nope, 99 cents. That's all you're worth to me. But you're like, no, I'm worth $1 million. Why are you trying to buy me for 99 cents? Again, maybe that's all they can afford. But that's not your problem, collective. Okay? You have the power to walk away. You know your worth. You are worth $1 million, each and every one of you. Don't let somebody slap a 99-cent sticker on you. It's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. I feel like that is a resounding message that keeps coming through here. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You got this. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like I want to scream hallelujah. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. It's making me almost want to cry because it's like some of you need to tell yourself that because maybe your whole life you haven't heard that at all. And that includes from your inner voice. So many of us have been told terrible things about ourselves, and we believed it. Your job as a grown-up now is to work through that. Integrate your shadow self and say, guess what? I understand I was treated not very well by everybody in my life for however long, but now I know better. I deserve better, and I'm going to get better. That's all you need to know. I'm releasing it for you. Let it go. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. I feel like with this Ace of Cups here, Spirit's like, okay, I'm going to fill your cup up again. Don't waste it this time. It's like every time you get depleted, you're like allowing these other people to take it from you. And then you come back and you're like, I need some more. I need some more, sir. And then Spirit's like, all right, fine, I'm going to fill it up again. But when are you going to do that for yourself? Like, you got to do it, you know? All right. This has been a beautiful reading. I am so here for this, and I am so glad that I get to read this for everybody who's listening. I hope this resonated with somebody. It's amazing the powerful transformations we're going through as a collective right now. We are definitely experiencing divine magic, okay? So thank you all so much for joining me. I truly, truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Make sure you're filling your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. Make sure you go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. All right, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Be kind. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.